Patch 8.0 for Smash Ultimate is one of the biggest updates for the game so far. Min was released and a lot of characters got buffs, with many of them being pretty significant. I'm going to briefly talk about all of the characters who got notable improvements and give you my initial impressions of them. I'm not going to go into detail about every single change a character got, just the ones I feel noticeably changed the character for competitive play. This is my current opinion, and like all opinions, it could change in time, especially if there's new discoveries found. I'm not going to be talking about Falco in this video because I already made a video fully explaining his changes in great detail. If you're interested in seeing what I have to say, I will have that video linked in the description. With all that being said, let's get started. Ike's buffs seem to be really good for the character. They adjusted the knockback of his down tilt, making it easier to combo with, similar to how it was in Smash 4. His forward air has less end lag, making it possible to go a bit deeper off stage with it for edge guarding. Neutral air has more knockback, making the window to combo neutral air into up air for kills significantly smaller unless you hit with the back part of the hitbox. Up B got buffed, making it a much stronger kill move, and with the neutral air change, is now a really good kill move used to confirm out of neutral air. His dash attack also has more knockback, making it a better kill move. Overall, I think the buffs to Ike were good for the character. The neutral air change might take some getting used to, but it doesn't really seem like he lost anything and gained two better options with the improvement to his up B and down tilt. Down tilt is a much better combo starter and can also set up for kills at higher percents. It feels like he has more layers as a character and isn't as heavily centralized around comboing out of neutral air. The buffs might have also helped Ike jump up a tier, or at least a lot closer to doing so. I think the changes to Meta Knight are going in the right direction. The multi-hits of forward air, back air, and up B all connect better, so it's harder for the opponent to fall out of it. They made the strong hitbox for neutral B last longer, and his neutral air has a bigger hitbox. Along with that, they reduced the end lag of his forward air. To me, it seems like they're more focused on making Meta Knight's attacks more functional before they give him any significant improvements. I think this is a very good idea because a character with Meta Knight's toolkit can be very easy to make overpowered, as we've seen in Brawl. He already has moves that just don't function as well as they should, so it would be better to make his moveset consistently work the way it should rather than giving him massive improvements. I think he'll need more buffs before he's a really good character, but again, I think I'd rather them under-improve him than over-improve. Marth's forward air, back air, and up air are all easier to land with a tipper hitbox, and his tipper down smash has more knockback. Honestly, I feel like Marth deserved more buffs than he got. The better tipper hitboxes are going to make juggling and edge guarding better for him, but I feel like he's not that much better from it. I personally feel like if they're going to buff something from Marth, they should fix his dancing blade because getting the tipper hitbox feels incredibly difficult and inconsistent. But they should also tone down the knockback on it. I think Nintendo might be doing the same thing they did in Smash 4 with Marth in Ultimate, giving him a bunch of small buffs that all eventually add up and turn him into a top tier. We'll see though. If it does happen, I wonder what they're going to buff next. Captain Falcon got a pretty huge change to his side B. It's now easier to combo out of because they reduce the knockback. This makes it a more threatening neutral tool because he can actually get a lot out of it now. I'm pretty sure he can also use it to convert him into his back air and up air at kill percents, or at the very least put the opponent in a 50-50 situation. They also improved the aerial version of the attack, making it easier to land the spike hitbox for it. Honestly, I don't even know why they gave his side B a hitbox that doesn't spike. If anything, give him a sour spot that has a weaker spike. Dash attack has less end lag and is safer on shield, which I will say is pretty good in certain matchups because some characters who are able to punish dash attack with up smash out of shield can no longer do it. His up smash, down B, and down tilt all got more knockback. In addition to the knockback buff, down B also has less startup. The startup change doesn't seem like too big of an improvement to me, but the knockback buff he got I think were pretty good. Especially his up smash, that move has crazy range and is only -7 on shield. In my opinion, the most important improvement Falcon got this update was to his side B. They made the move a lot more rewarding to connect, and it was already a pretty good neutral tool for him. I think with the changes to Falcon, he went from being mid-tier to a high tier. Kirby got a lot of knockback buffs to his attacks. Dash attack, down smash, forward air, back air, and down B all have more knockback, making them slightly better kill moves. Down smash is slightly faster, making it a more consistent attack to use out of kill confirms. Kirby's dash attack has less end lag, making it more possible to get potential follow-ups from connecting the late hitbox of the attack. I feel like Kirby's buffs didn't really address any of the issues he has as a character. One of his biggest issues is that he's so incredibly slow in the air and he lacks range. On the ground he has a fairly average initial dash and run speed, so it can be pretty difficult for him to approach most characters. I'm normally not a fan of changing a character's stats, but I think Kirby actually deserves a very slight adjustment to his fall speed and air speed. Nothing major, just something to make it a little easier for him to approach. And I know someone is going to mention his crouch, and I think that should be nerfed somehow. I would say put a cooldown on how long he can low profile while crouching. It makes the character still have the ability to use it, but not heavily abuse it and severely slow down the pace of a match. I honestly wouldn't mind if every character with the ability to low profile like Kirby while crouching has that change. Isabel's dash attack, up smash, and down air come out faster. Her up tilt has less end lag, and her up air does more knockback. Out of all the changes Isabel got, I think the most notable ones are her up smash, up air, and up tilt. The up smash buff gives you a faster out of shield option that kills. This means the opponent needs to be more careful about how they touch Isabel's shield at high percents. The up tilt change makes it easier for Isabel to combo out of the attack, and the up air change gives her a stronger kill move she can use out of up tilt. Personally, I think the buffs she got were decent, but I don't think they're going to greatly improve the character. Villager also got buffs. His up tilt connects better, and his head and arm are invulnerable during the attack. This turns his up tilt into a more reliable anti-airing move. I'd say that's pretty good because at higher percents it can kill. His down air is faster and his up smash and up air do more knockback. Villager's down B got pretty solid buffs as well. Planting and watering the seed have less end lag, and the axe does more knockback and shield damage. Down B's improvements are kinda scary because that move was already pretty solid for Villager and now it's even better. The up air and up smash buffs are nice, but I think up tilt is going to get a lot more use out of it now that it's a better anti-air. Diddy got a buff to his forward air, making the hitbox more similar to its Smash 4 counterpart, meaning he can hit standing opponents with rising forward air more consistently. Forward tilt has more range and an adjusted launch angle, making it better to send opponents off stage. Dash attack is harder to fall out of, and down smash is faster with a longer lasting hitbox at the end of it. They also nerfed his down B in an attempt to remove the infinite he has with it. Though they did remove the one people most commonly know, he still has an infinite. Now it's just harder to do execution wise. I'd say I'm uncertain if Diddy Kong got nerfed or buffed. It honestly just depends on how reliable it is to consistently pull off the infinite he currently has. Wii Fit Trainer got the launch angle of her down tilt adjusted, making it a much better kill move. Forward air has less end lag and landing lag, making it possible to combo out of at kill percent more consistently. It's also now their standalone safest aerial on shield. Up smash has less startup, down smash has less end lag, and their neutral B has more knockback. The down tilt change is going to make that attack a lot more usable for her. Though I think down tilt is the biggest change Wii Fit got, I think the forward air buff is the most useful improvement for her. Bayonetta's up tilt comes out faster and it's easier to connect the final hit. Forward smash has more knockback and a longer lasting hitbox. Both versions of grounded side B have less end lag, and her up B is harder to SDI. Similar to what I said with Meta Knight, it feels like they're more focused on making her attacks function the way they're supposed to over just making them better. I think up tilt is a huge improvement to her because that's one of the moves that she can use to confirm kills with. But the problem is that a lot of the time they'd fall out of it, so it wouldn't be able to get kills. The up B and side B buff I would say are mainly there to make it easier for Bayonetta to land her combos, since sometimes she'd get punished for hitting the opponent with what's supposed to be her combo starter. She's not significantly better, but she's more consistent now that her moves function in the way they're supposed to more often. I would say Mewtwo got some really good buffs. It's easier to get more consistent follow-ups out of down throw because they reduce the end lag of it. This is going to make racking up damage out of grabs and setting up kills easier for Mewtwo. To my knowledge, his down throw does not combo at kill percent, but with the right read, it shouldn't be that difficult to confirm a kill move. Up air and back air do more knockback. Neutral B has less startup, less end lag, and the uncharged version does more damage. This is going to make throwing out Uncharged Shadow Ball a lot more spammable in my opinion, especially since he can get follow-ups from it. Up B also has less end lag if you land with it during freefall. I feel like Mewtwo is more so on the border of being a really good character. I feel like one of the things holding him back is his tail hitbox. They did reduce the hitbox in one of the previous patches, but the way they did it is so minor that it didn't really change anything in my opinion. That being said, Mewtwo is still notably better this update. Incineroar got a buff to his standing, dash, and pivot grab, making them all a frame faster. His forward throw does more knockback, his side B is 2 frames faster, and the lariat hit does more knockback. Revenge has less end lag and does more damage. I think the buffs to Incineroar are really good for the character. The Revenge and side B change is going to make certain matchups a bit less difficult in my opinion, especially against zoners. They basically made it easier for the character to play to his strengths. Piranhaplant's down smash, forward air, and up tilt all come out faster. Up tilt also has a new launch angle. Back air and up air do more knockback, with up air dealing more damage and now having invulnerability on its head during the hitbox. I think the up air buff is pretty big for Piranhaplant because it kills noticeably earlier and the invulnerability on the head makes it more usable for juggling. The up tilt change was also really good because the new launch angle makes it easier to set up into Patui in my opinion, and also it's a better kill move at higher percents. King K Rool's dash attack does more knockback and the sweet spot stays out longer. His up smash also has more knockback and does more damage. Back throw has a new lower launch angle, making it a kill throw now. During side B, he can take higher damaging attacks without flinching, and his belly armor can also take more damage before it breaks. The buff to belly armor I think was greatly needed for K Rool. I still feel like K Rool should just have super armor on his attacks rather than armor that can break after a certain amount of damage. The increased armor on side B is really good because now he can armor through more tilts and aerials, which makes it a lot more useful in a variety of matchups. And obviously the backdoor change is amazing because now his backdoor kills. Corrin got some very needed buffs. The tip of their forward smash does more damage and it has a bigger hitbox. Forward smash also has more shield stun, making it a bit more safe to throw out. Forward air, back air, and up air do more damage, with back air and up air doing more knockback as well. Pin has less end lag in the air, kicking after pin has more knockback, and jumping out of pin has a lot less end lag. I think the changes to Corrin make them noticeably better. Pin is a lot more usable because of the changes. I especially like the buff to jump because, in my opinion, that was by far the worst option to do out of pin, so hopefully it becomes more useful. The increased damage seems minuscule at first, but it does add up. It basically results in Corrin needing to do 1 or 2 less moves on average to put you at kill percent. King Dedede's up tilt does more damage, and his up tilt, forward air, and up air have a lot more knockback. His down tilt has a new launch angle, making it a much better kill move. Dedede's inhale comes out faster and has more range. In my opinion, the changes to Dedede were actually pretty big. It feels like he has noticeably more kill power now, and inhale, which was a really good landing mix-up, is even better for him. Last, but certainly not least, is Pit and Dark Pit. Similar to Ike, Pit's down tilt got changed to make it easier to combo out of, and his up smash has more knockback. The first hit of down smash has an adjusted launch angle, making it a better kill move, and his down B has less end lag. Pit's up air comes out faster, has less end lag, has an adjusted launch angle to make it more of a vertical kill move, and they also increased its knockback. Thanks to the up air change, he can now combo up tilt into up air, which leads into kills. These changes are amazing for Pit. Not only do they give him a more reliable way to rack up damage, but also more reliable ways to kill. I can say confidently that I believe Pit went up at least a whole tier with the buffs he got. Overall, I gotta say I really like this patch update. On top of the addition of Min, who I think is a very interesting fighter, they improved a lot of characters who were in desperate need of improvements. There are a few characters that got buffs that stood out to me and I believe have a lot more potential because of it. Who do you think got buffed the most in this update? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It really does help a lot. If you want to support this channel even further, you can do so on my Patreon. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.